To the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Opposite, green.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Claws red. Check smash. Ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Christian McCaffrey. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 24 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
52 plastic. Hey, green.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Black shot. Black ultra. Cut.
To throw is Mariota. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 18 on the play.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those storage blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The Niners at 9-6 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence. And they play.
And now off to the races down the right side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Throwing is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, New York.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Albert Okwuegbunam, 30 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
22 needle.
Mariota on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed down the left sideline.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from the 20. And the Jets have moved out in front. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
49ers 14. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Now Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
3rd and 20. On play action, Mariota. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mariota now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a 3rd and 6. Mariota again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Rail, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. And the Jets first down.
Wilson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chase Young, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mariota, a throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, Mariota. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot?
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mariota's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. To throw Mariota. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Red, cycle. Claws red. Ready.
Mariota now. Flushed out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
49ers 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. And
Black shot. Ready.
from the gun, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Give to Hall running right. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashtyn Davis. How about this? And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Option play. Here's Hall. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one, maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Shot. 17.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mariota going to change the play.
White. Drill green. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 80 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, a lot of happy